Downtown Windsor is very, very special. If you have been scrolling on Zillow and wondering where you can still find charm, character, and actual space to breathe, you are in the right place. Windsor, Colorado has been one of Northern Colorado's fastest growing towns for years, and what most people do not realize is that downtown Windsor still holds onto that small town charm. It's one of the very few spots where you can live within walking distance of local coffee shops, shopping, and the lake, and have community events in your backyard while still having a yard big enough for a summer barbecue or even a garden. I am Sophia. I am a Colorado native and a realtor here in town, and I have helped dozens of families relocate to Colorado, and I see firsthand how this town blends history, growth, and a ton of value in a way that most places do not do anymore. So in this video, I am going to be breaking down what it's really like to live in downtown Windsor. I am also going to show you why I think the value here in Windsor is absolutely incredible, including a quick story of one of my clients who made a profit of $250,000 in just 5 years. And if you stick around till the very end, I will take you guys to a beautiful home right here in downtown so you can see exactly what $800,000 gets you on nearly a quarter acre. And whether you're thinking about making a move to Colorado in 9 days or 90 days, please feel free to reach out. You can call, text, email, book a Zoom through my calendar link. I would love to sit down and talk you through the steps of moving to Colorado. So grab your coffee and let's take a walk through downtown Windsor. You guys are gonna fall in love. Where the heck is Windsor? Windsor sits right in the middle of Northern Colorado, and you're only about 25 minutes to Fort Collins, 20 minutes to Greeley, which is east, and then 15 minutes to Loveland. It's this perfect place if you want small town living with big, easy access to everything along the Front Range. Downtown is the heart of it all. Picture tree-lined streets. There's some historic storefronts and homes with front porches instead of HOAs regulating the whole entire neighborhood. This is one of the neighborhoods where neighbors actually wave. Your kids are outside playing. They can ride their bike to the school right down the road, and weekends are spent at the farmer's market or walking around the lake. If you've been looking for a place that still feels authentic to Colorado, then this is gonna be your place. One of the biggest draws to living in downtown Windsor is just the character of these homes. They're absolutely incredible. Unlike many new master plan communities, the homes here are not cookie cutter, you guys. You're not gonna see one house that looks alike. And to me, oh my God, that's so exciting. I literally love that. You're gonna find early 1900s craftsman bungalow, then there's mid-century cottages and modern infill builds tucked between all of these big mature trees. Look at this one right here. That is so beautiful. The lot sizes here tend to be bigger, especially in the front yard. You don't get a ton of that in new construction. So you actually get room to breathe here. Like this yard right here is a great size. There's yards for kids, dog spaces if you like to have a garden. And streets that just feel very established. Like when I'm walking down here, it just feels very established. You're gonna see original hardwood floors in these homes, built-ins, there's real craftsmanship. Obviously some do some updating, but along those lines, they're gonna stay about the same. There's just a ton of personality and charm, and this is where you're gonna find it, is in downtown Windsor. What life looks like here is about slowing down a little bit, but never feeling bored. You are literally close to everything. Plus you have a big, great park right around the corner. Locals love spending weekends at the Windsor Lake, which, like I said, less than a mile. You can kayak, you can paddleboard there, or you can walk the 2-mile loop around the water. You're just steps away from restaurants like Hearth, which has amazing pizza. You have Tap or Peculiar for a casual night out, and throughout the year you do have a ton of community events. There's parades, concerts, car shows. You also have outdoor movies at the lake. So downtown really is the heartbeat of Windsor, and you are not far from it at all. The community itself is very, very tight-knit. About 78% of residents do own their homes, and to me that's really reassuring, which means people tend to stay here in Windsor for a long time. They tend to invest and care for the neighborhood. It just feels very safe and stable. Okay, so I'm walking the streets right now of downtown Windsor, and I just want you guys to look at this incredible home right here. There's a ton of brick, beautiful windows, nice green grass, and all of their Halloween decorations are so fun. Plus, they have this vintage truck. But this is the big one I really wanted you to see. So this home right here is not for sale, but this is what downtown is all about. This home is filled with so much character. Oh my gosh, I feel like everyone dreams of having a little yellow house with a big porch. This one probably sits on a half acre. There are a ton of mature trees. There's a front porch. It's very well landscaped, but I do feel like when you get downtown, you have more historic homes like this one. Like I said, no home looks alike, which I absolutely love. And remember, you guys, if you're thinking about making a move in 9 days or 90 days, please feel free to reach out. I am a realtor here in Colorado, and I would love to help you and your family. You can call, text, email, book a Zoom call through my calendar link. So I am in downtown between 5th Street and Locust Street, and if you just head south, you have a church right along the street as well as a elementary school. So you have the elementary school here, right down the road. You have the big park just east. And then if you continue down 5th Street a few blocks, you're gonna hit the downtown, you're gonna hit the restaurants, you're gonna hit the lake. So 5th Street is a good central point. Since we're talking about schools, Windsor does belong to the Weld County 4 school district, one of the strongest here in northern Colorado. Windsor's high school, it has over 1,100 students and a A- rating from niche.com, and it's very growing in innovation centers that prepare students for real life careers. I hear that a ton from parents, that they really love the Windsor school districts just for the preparation that the kids get. Then the elementary and middle schools are sprinkled throughout town, many within walking distance or biking distance. Like I was saying, here's the elementary school literally right here. And that's another big reasons that families love living here in town. For any of my facts people, I want to give you guys some real numbers. The median home price here in Windsor is $562,000. The average rent price is $1,780. Owner occupancy is 78% owner versus renter, which is at 22%. And then the median home price here in Windsor is $121,000. So that's pretty good. We're very well educated here. Windsor does rank number 74 of 278 places to raise a family in Colorado. I'd say that's pretty dang good. And niche.com gives it a A- overall rating. It's safe, it's very community oriented and family driven, and I think it's exactly what most people moving to Colorado are looking for. So I did show you guys the beautiful home, the yellow home, and then the brick home with the cool Halloween decorations. I'm going to show you guys the other side of the street. So this side of the street is not as taken care of. They're still great homes, but they're just not as wow as maybe those ones were. So these ones are still bigger lots, and this is what you're going to run into when you have no HOA, obviously, but people that don't take the best care of their yards. Right here we have like little dirt patches, which is totally fine, but this one is a little bit more run down, might need some painting. You got some crazy weeds in the back right over here, which is totally fine. And then this cute home, it's very cute. Let me get up to it. It's got turf outside, which is really nice, low maintenance. And then you have these amazing Halloween decorations. This house probably needs painted, but that one's well taken care of. And then you have this small little guy right here. It's got a cute little covered front porch. So these are the different types of homes that you see downtown, and I think many downtowns look very similar. You have obviously the very well kept manicured lawns, and then you have some that are not so well kept, which that's sort of what you get when you have no HOA. Now let's talk about the most important thing that might matter to you. One thing that I love talking about is the value here is absolutely incredible. You're still getting more home and land compared to nearby towns like Fort Collins or Loveland, but without sacrificing the amenities or the schools. You're not in BFE by any means. So to give you a real life example, oh my gosh, this is incredible. One of my clients bought a home here in Windsor. It wasn't downtown, but Windsor. They bought it in 2020 for just under 500 grand. I think it was like 440. And we sold it June 2025 for $250,000 more than what they bought it for. That's the kind of long-term stability and growth that you get in Windsor. It's not just about finding a house, it's about planting roots in a community that's growing steadily year after year. Let's talk about the pros and cons, because no place is perfect and you deserve the full picture. That's important to me, that you guys understand what you are getting yourselves into. So the pros of living in downtown Windsor are, it's very walkable, it's very charming and very historic. You have mature landscaping and big beautiful yards. You have top rated schools here in town. The crime rate in Windsor is very low for the region, and great long-term value. This would be great to buy and eventually rent out. And that small town charm feeling that's getting harder and harder to find here in Colorado. So many people are moving here, and obviously that's who I help. The cons of living in downtown Windsor are very limited inventory, especially if you want new builds downtown. Some homes will need updates. There's not a ton of nightlife here in town. Windsor is very quiet after dinner, and as growth continues, traffic and prices will keep climbing. But truly, if you're looking for community, you're looking for character, and just a true sense of home, downtown Windsor checks a ton of boxes. So this home right here is priced at $810,000. We are actually pretty close to one of the main roads, which is 7th Street, and so you can hear that noise from here, so that's something to keep in mind. But this home is super cute. I'm gonna turn you around. It's whitewash brick, as you can see, as well as a really cute porch. You have a 1-car extended garage. This is 3,500 feet, and you are on almost a 1/4 acre with a pretty yard and beautiful landscaping. And this is a ranch style home. Inside you still have the original hardwood flooring, so it is a little bit outdated, but on the outside it looks very cute and very modern. So this is what $810,000 gets you. And then Main Street, or not Main Street, 7th Street is over here, which can get sort of loud, and then the elementary school is just down the road. So that is a closer look at what life is really like here if you were to move to downtown Windsor. We covered a lot in this video. I know it can be very overwhelming. We covered the character that these homes have and the strong schools, to the kind community that makes this area truly stand out. And like I mentioned earlier, the value here in Windsor, Colorado is absolutely incredible, you guys, and it's only going to keep going up from here. Remember, one of my clients this year made 250 grand in 5 years. I don't know about you, but I would love to make that type of money. That says a lot about how strong this market here in Windsor truly is. So if you are thinking about making a move here to Colorado, whether that's 9 days or 90 days, seriously, I would be honored to help you and your family. I'm a Colorado native, so I know the good, the bad, and all of the ugly. I help families just like yourself move here every single day, and I'd be honored to help you and your family too. You can call, text, email, book a Zoom call through my calendar link, and let's chat. If you have found this video very helpful, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. And I would be curious, drop a comment. I'm curious on what you think about the cute little downtown Windsor. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!